Section 13.6, dividing a polynomial by a monomial. All right. So all we're going to do is we're just going to split it up into separate fractions, like a separate fraction for each term of the numerator polynomial. All right, so number one, so we're going to have 18b to the fifth over 3b minus 12b cubed over 3b plus 6b squared over 3b. All right, and then we're just going to reduce. Okay, so there's an invisible exponent of 1 on that b in the denominator. All right, so 3 goes into 18 6 times. All right, and then 5 minus 1 is 4, so that's b to the fourth, minus 3 goes into 12 4 times. 3 minus 1 is 2, so that's 4b squared. And then 3 goes into 6 2 times, and then 2 minus 1 is 1, so that's just 2b. So there's my final answer. All right, number 2. So it'll be 10y to the fourth over 5y squared minus 35y cubed over 5y squared plus 5y squared over 5y squared. Then we're going to reduce. All right, so 5 goes into 10 2 times, and then 4 minus 2 is 2, so that'd be 2y squared, minus 5 goes into 35 7 times, and then 3 minus 2 is 1, so that'll just be 7y, plus, and then 5y squared over 5y squared would just be equal to 1, because everything would cancel out. Something divided by itself always equals 1. Okay. All right. Number 3. So we would have 49x to the 8th over 7x to the 3rd minus 35x to the 6th over 7x to the 3rd minus 56x to the 3rd over 7x to the 3rd. Okay, then we're going to reduce. So 7 goes into 49 7 times, and 8 minus 3 is 5. So that's 7x to the 5th minus 7 goes, oops, I said 7, but I wrote 5. And then 37 goes into 35 5 times, and 6 minus 3 is 3, so that's 5x to the 3rd minus, and then 7 goes into 56 8 times, and then x third just cancels all the way out. So 7x to the 5th, 5x to the 3rd, minus 8. All right. And then number 4 is basically the same thing. It's just written a little bit differently. Okay. So it's going to be 72x to the 8 over 7x to the 5th minus 56x to the 5th over 7x to the 5th minus 40x to the 3rd over 7x to the 5th. Okay, and 7 doesn't go into 72. You can't reduce that at all. So that's still just going to be 72 over 7. And then 8 minus 5 is 3, so that'll be x to the third. And you can either put x to the third in the numerator, or you can just put it off to the side. Either way, it's the same thing. All right, and then minus, so 7 goes into 56 8 times. And then x to the fifth here would just cancel all the way out. Minus, and then 7 doesn't go into 40, so that would be 40 over 7. All right, and then in this case, the larger exponent of x is on the denominator, so your x is still going to be on the denominator in the answer. And 5 minus 3 is 2. So it's going to be x squared in the denominator. Okie dokie. Number 5. All right, so we'll have 27a cubed b squared over 9ab minus 9ab squared over 9ab plus 18a squared b over 9ab. All right. All right, so 9 goes into 27 3 times. All right, and then remember, each of these, if they don't have an exponent on the variable, it's understood to be that invisible one. So then, all right, so 3 minus 1 is 2, so that's going to be a squared. And then 2 minus 1 is 1, so that's just b. Minus, and then the 9 just cancels all the way out, so does the a. And then 2 minus 1 is 1, so all we have left from that term is just b. Plus, so 9 goes into 18 2 times. 2 minus 1 is 1, so that's a. Oh yeah, 2a. And then the b cancels all the way out. And so that's our final answer. Okie doke. And one more problem on the next page. Number 6. All right. So 64x to the fourth over 8x squared plus 4x cubed over 8x squared plus 8x over 8x squared plus 16 over 8x squared. Alrighty, so 8 goes into 64 8 times, and then 4 minus 2 is 2, so that's 8x squared, plus, then 4 goes into 8 2 times, so that 2 is on the denominator, and then 3 minus 2 is 1, so you've got x in the numerator, so x over 2. Plus, okay, so 8 cancels out, and then in this case, you've got the larger exponent on the denominator, so x is going to stay in the denominator. That's an invisible 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1, so it's just an x on the denominator. All right, now everything that was on the numerator canceled out, so we still have to have something up there, so we just put a 1. Okay, plus, and then 8 goes into 16 2 times, so 2 on the numerator, and then there's only the x squared left on the bottom. There's no other x to reduce that with. So that's the final answer right there. Oops. All right, that's the end of 13.6, and that's the end of chapter 13 for us.